Can get the verdict from the saddle as well, because Darren Edwards is here too. And just saying, Darren, he's only 6 years old. He won a couple of races last year. Dean was saying he's been his own worst enemy on occasions, but he was all right there.
Yeah, no, he's not been straightforward, and Dean and Emma and the team have done a fantastic job with him. He's got his quirks. He wears a hood. You can't touch him in the mouth, sort of going into a fence, otherwise his head just comes up.
Right.
So you've got to. That's why he's made the run in the times that he's won. But yeah, he's plenty of ability.
Yeah, and he won a couple last year. Now he's won that, and he's beaten a pretty good horse.
Yes, yeah.
And what struck me was when the pretty good horse Rose of Crown of Thorns threw down his challenge. The challenge was seen off fairly readily.
Yeah, we were trapping going down the back straight. It's slightly downhill. You got 3 fences, and we landed over the first down the back, and I could hear one coming up on my outside, and I could see out the corner of my eye that it was Will. And the second 2 fences down the back straight, we were really sort of galloping. And I knew I just slightly in tight to the last down the back, but I knew landing over it. Will gave his horse a click, and it actually made mine quicken up, because I think Will was trying to get in front going to the bend. I mean, it actually made mine quicken up, and I knew at that point that it was going to take a fair one to get past him.
And what about the last? Not at his most brilliant at the last.
No, well, no, there was just absolutely no stride there, and I was thinking short and, but I got slower and slower going into it, and then yeah, we kind of sort of cat-leapt it really, and that gave the other one a chance, because if we'd met it on a nice stride, we would have gone away and won, 7 or 8 lengths probably quite comfortably. But it just made it interesting, because I had to get going again then after the.
I think you gave a bit of hope to the odds-on favourite in second, didn't you?
Well, yeah,
they were all shouting, "You fall off!"
Yeah, well, yeah, I know. Yeah, it's it's always competitive racing around here, and. Will and I over the years, we've often been on the sort of the second favourites, and had good battles here, so it's good fun.
How many is that for the season for you?
It's just 3 for me now for the season. I had one back in, was it November, I think, and then I had one last weekend at Fleet, and yeah, all the horses have been running well. It's just been very stop-start, been sort of knocking on the door. Yeah. No, nothing's run sort of terribly badly, but just things haven't fallen our way. But that's how it goes sometimes.
Well, absolutely. And so, will you be at Fleet next weekend?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
so
just
keeping it in Devon and Cornwall.
Yeah, that's normally what I do. So.
And then what? Upcut Cross a week after that.
Yeah, that's a nice track. Upcut Cross would be one of, Trebudannon is a nice track, and just full credit to all the organisers and the committee. They've done a really good job with the ground. I would say it's the safest. Sort of ground that we've run on since the restart at the end of March. They've watered, it's consistent, getting a bit of mud, getting a bit of kickback. It's just real safe ground. And it's consistent. So they do a really good job here. Fleet do very well, but it's a sort of horses for courses track, and then Upcut Cross is what I would call a real race course.
They're pouring plenty of money on there, plenty of water on there.
Well,
probably plenty of money as well.
Money and water. The herds do a great job there with that. And you get some nice horses turn up at Upcut. So.
And talking of nice horses, you're on Los Alamos in our next race, the men's open.
I've done a swap.
Have
you?
Not a swap. Oh, right, I've not been given the information.
Will's riding that one.
Have you had the jock off?
No. He rang me and was keen to ride it, and so I said he could ride it. So.
Oh right. Oh, how very gentlemanly of you.
I was going to ride it for the prices. They've bought 3 down from Wales.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I couldn't ride the other 2, but and Will's going to ride this one. I think it's got a good chance.
Excellent, and it's a good race, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Anyway, you'll be able to enjoy it from the bank.
Maybe get an ice cream.
Yeah, maybe get an ice cream.
Right.
Well done, you. That's Darren Edwards, successful on Port O'Clock, and that, I promise you, is a name just to keep on the right side, especially as the horse continues to mature. That despite being his own worst enemy, as Dean Summersby put it, he's now won 3 races, which just shows that as he matures, he's only 6, I suspect he will get even better.